So I'm asking for his favorite memory of all his years leading our team.
My favorite memory was in 1999, Nationals is at home, and Scotty Antoniak wins his All-American round to have 9 All-Americans for the year. Oos.
You know, right before he went on, Scotty always says this, right before he went on the mat, Coach Higdon comes up and says, "Don't you mess this up."
Don't screw it up,
Don't
Scotty.
screw it up, Scotty.
That's old Ronnie always giving us
right. Yeah, he always says, "Coach Denney builds them up, I tear them down."
Right.
Thanks,
that was
man.
one of many.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Appreciate it. So give us one of your favorite memories, Mike.
Didn't get any better. And on our way home from trips, Coach Denney's reciting Big John. We lived for that. We waited for that. And when we had that, then we knew our trip was complete when we heard Big John. Nobody does it any better. If you haven't heard it, you need to hear it because it's awesome.
You know, I was saying here the other day, they didn't seem to get into it like you guys did.
Is that right? They don't appreciate it? You guys need to get with it.
They don't remember Johnny Cash.
Well, I suppose, but they're missing out then. Coach, you need to revive that then.
Thanks. Favorite memory. Now, he's got a lot of years here to pull from, not only as a wrestler, but a coach. So what is it?
The best times I've had, I believe, were on the RVs playing cards. Roderick Ratcliffe and I, always accused of cheating, and we never did.
Well, that could be debated heavily, but okay, go ahead.
But those are the best times, just hanging out with the guys, being on the RV, the long snow trips, Coach Denney scaring the heck out of us and driving in the snow. But definitely playing cards and just having that camaraderie with the guys playing cards.
That's awesome. So give us your favorite memory, Paulie.
Okay. Well, one of the favorite ones was I was a freshman, and we went down to the Great Plains tournament in Lincoln. And we just got in from a road trip. I don't know what college you wrestled, and so we didn't get no sleep. And we drove right into Lincoln, and we go down there, and it was a round-robin tournament. So first guy I met was Rick Sanders. And I go out against Rick Sanders, and I take him down 3 times, 4 times, and we take a break in between each round. And Benning was out there warming me up, and Curly Alexander says, "Paul, you're doing great, man. You're tearing this guy up. Don't you know who that is?" And I'm going, "No, I'm just ready to go." "Oh, that's Rick Sanders. He's Pan Am game champion. He's world champion. He's this, that, and the other." So after that, the sick man, he went out and he beat me. But if they hadn't have told me who he was, I would have went on and probably beat him. And then the thing about Rick Sanders, he went into 1970s up in Germany and got killed up there. He got in a motorcycle accident. Rick Sanders was a hell of a wrestler, and I'll never forget him. And I'll never forget one of the incidences that happened. But to this day, if they hadn't have told me who he was and anything, because I went out there unbelievable, and they couldn't believe I took him down and everything. And then come to find out when they told me Rick Sanders, I just said, "Oh," and I lost it. But that was one of the special moments.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you supporting us. We appreciate that.
I really love it. I really love the team, love the guys, and love the school.
Thank you. To give your favorite memory.
Well, it's kind of hard to do because there's so many great memories of road trips, fun, building a lot of chemistry, camaraderie with guys like Dave and Paul. But I really don't have one, but I always think back on how, one of the greatest experiences was that I got to wrestle for Mike Denney for 2 of my 4 years. And I wish I'd have had him for all 4, but unfortunately I didn't. So I always think of that as a privilege. So that's kind of my memory of UNO wrestling.
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate that. And let me tell you, it was a pleasure and an honor to coach you. So, Dave, give us one of your favorite memories.
Well, I guess one of them is it's kind of like a Paul Martinez story. We're wrestling, and wrestling a guy named Adam Cuestas.
Oh.
And everybody was all wound up about him. I didn't know who he was. I went out and stuck him in 40 seconds. I walked off the mat, and Pasali says, "You know who that guy was?" I said, "No, I don't have any idea." Well, Adam that year won Division I Nationals, but I got lucky.
Now, fireman's to his back, headlock, what'd you get?
Headlock, he walked right into it.
Dave had a headlock.
I had many pleasures wrestling Cal State guys, and that's when he was wrestling for Cal State Bakersfield.
Oh, yeah.
I also had John Azevedo. He went out and took me down 20 times. That's before they had to take you down and let him go.
You did a great job for us, Dave. Hey, thanks. Give me your favorite memory of those years.
I think my favorite memory was when we went down to, I think it was Oklahoma, when we won that first national duels.
Yeah.
That was
Oh yeah.
the team really came together, and then you took us out for steaks.
That was a great memory. Man, you guys, you really did. We had a, you know what? You did a tremendous job for us. Thanks, Denney. Thanks for being here.
You bet.
Give us your favorite memory of back when you played for Coach Davis and I.
Coach Davis and Coach Denney were legends in their own time. Back in the days when South High had good football teams and not good soccer teams, and they'd both come from pro camps, and we were in awe of them. When they said jump, we asked how high. It was a disciplined approach, but it worked for us. A lot of us turned out pretty good guys because of these guys.
Well, thanks, Mike. It was a pleasure and an honor to get hooked up with you back then. Thank you. Thanks for being out here.
It was all my pleasure and all my honor.
And what is your favorite memory, Mitch? And you've probably got a lot of them because you had a lot of great friends on the team and stuff. What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory was in Mankato, Minnesota, my sophomore year, when we came behind and beat North Dakota State to win our first national championship out of 3. They came down to the finals with Les Sigmund, the heavyweight match, and he ended up winning by default, and we won the national championship.
I thought you were going to say when we left you.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
That wasn't my favorite memory, but I'm glad you didn't mention that.
It wasn't mine either.
Mitch, thanks for all you did for us.
Thanks,
you did a tremendous job for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here for us. And John, you did a great job for us as a coach, but I want you to give me your favorite memory as a coach, the time you coached for us.
Coach, my favorite memory was in Pat Ginsler pins North Dakota State in the finals of the conference tournament, and we win by ½ point.
Oh my gosh!
He did it again in nationals so we could win nationals. It was a great memory.
Yeah, remember in the national tournament he used that kind of a high flyer and kicked the Southern Illinois at Edwardsville, I think it was, at the national tournament, and then in the conference it was the North Dakota State.
Correct. Yeah, up where it was really cold.
Well, thanks for all you did for us, and thanks for being out here today.
Thanks, Coach.
You did a great job for us. Thanks, John.